Hi, welcome back to Senox. I'm Curt Dyer. Today we're here to talk to you about metal thicknesses and how we measure those in our industry. We deal with three metals primarily: aluminum, copper, and galvalume. Now, sometimes there's a little confusion out there on what we're talking about. For example, like galvalume, we deal with 26 gauge steel that what we offer in our Galvalume Plus. In copper, we deal with 16 ounce copper. And in steel, we deal with, or in aluminum, we deal with 027 or 032, depending on what you need for your particular job. Now, what does all that mean? Well, so for aluminum, that means I'm measuring in thousandths of an inch. So 027 means this is 27 thousandths of an inch thick. So 032, for example, would mean it's 32 thousandths of an inch thick. So with aluminum, the bigger the number, the thicker the metal. Okay, now when we're dealing with steel, steel's measured in gauges. What we deal with is 26 gauge galvalume. There's also 24 gauge. Now 26 gauge galvalume, a lot of people think that the galvalume is thicker than the aluminum. Well, in fact, it's not. It's just got more tensile strength. So this actually measures 0.019 of a thousandths. So this is 0.19 thousandths of an inch thick. The aluminum's 0.027, so since it's a bigger number, it's actually thicker. Now copper, we measure in ounces. What we offer is 16 ounce copper, 3/4 hard. The 3/4 hard means the tensile strength, how stiff it is. 3/4 hard is going to give you the feel of what the aluminum is as far as the stiffness and the tensile strength. Now what does 16 ounces mean? 16 ounces means that if I take 1 square foot of copper, that's 1 square foot, it'll weigh 16 ounces or 1 pound. If it's actually 1 foot by 1 foot exactly, it'll weigh 16 ounces. Now, there's also 20 ounce copper that we use in our industry. That means that same 1 foot by 1 foot piece would weigh 20 ounces instead of 16 ounces, so 1.25 pounds per square foot. What we've got here in front of us is a micrometer. This is what you use to measure flat surfaces on metal. Now this is our a paint chip of our 027 paint grip metallic, happens to be the color, but we're going to go ahead and measure this, and so you guys can see for yourself. So you saw there that we were at zeroed out, so we're going to put this in here, and we're going to tighten it up and see what it actually says. So as you can see, we're at 0.272, so 27 thousandths of an inch thick. Now let's try the copper and see where we're at on copper. So copper, let's go ahead and put the copper in here and see. See, we're at 0.22 on copper. So this is actually thinner thickness-wise than the aluminum is. Now let's try the steel, the 26 gauge steel, and see where we're at. So if you put this in here, see, we're at 0.019. The steel, even though it feels the stiffest and the strongest, is actually the thinnest of these three metals if you're measuring it in thousandths of an inch. Just so you'll know, and this is just more of a little educational deal, your machines, as long as you've got one of our Barracuda machines, will run all of these metals without any adjustments. So I hope that helps and answers some of your technical questions out there. Thanks. Have a great day.